Secret's Draft should take this game if they don't get IO gyroed.
Yeah.
Which can always happen. But if you get to a point where Ame, like I've seen this IO gyro combo get level 15 Wisp by like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden the gyro's just everywhere. He's 30k net worth when second place is 18.
Yeah.
So if that doesn't happen, I like Secret's Draft. But if they ever get gyro like 5k plus net worth ahead of the game, then I think LGD snowballs it.
So here's a question for you, Kyle. I don't know if you would know the answer to this, but does Fatal Bond stack? If
yes,
it
does.
does. So if Ace wanted to do like morph targets allies, they could hypothetically get double Fatal Bonds down.
Yes.
Put an epicenter on top of that? Ooh.
Yeah, the thing is I think you almost always take over the gyro.
Gyro, right.
Yeah. It's just too value of a target to not overtake.
Okay.
It's because the move speed, the flak. Like, I mean, I watched Game 3, Liquid LGD Epicenter Finals, was single-handedly won by Ame because he took flak cannon, wave formed in, and got a squad kill.
Was that the top? Was that the top lane action? Yeah, that was so crazy.
I cannot believe they didn't give him MVP. I was like, all right, he wins just for that play alone. It's a bit of a misstep from Liquid, sure, but at the same time, you know, you're not really expecting that play. Every one of his teammates was dead at the time.
See if he's hoisted by his own petard here. They got it against him, man.
Yeah, we'll see. The thing is, he has a Wisp. Wisp is the great equalizer in all carry counter matchups.
I certainly agree that Secret's lineup just seems a lot nicer for this game, but you know, LGD have been playing damn good Dota. But LGD also not the kind of team that would just suddenly have like 5k net worth, you know, 10 minutes into the game having like a mind-blowing gyro Wisp early game. So they're that team that's like, they seem like they're losing and then they suddenly just play such good Dota they pull it back. So this is going to be a very close game.
This top lane's going to be a lot of action, I feel like. You got xNova, the Witch Doctor, and the gyro against the Warlock in the Morph lane. I feel like this should be better for LGD, right?
I would say so, yeah. Because the Wisp is always able to TP towards the top lane. Doom Sanking doesn't really pressure clock too much. And yeah, we'll see how the game goes. It really can go either way. I think Secret's Draft is like, it's easier to make moves, but I feel like LGD's is superior. If they have a higher degree of execution required to win the game, but I think you're fine with that if you're LGD.
Mid lane matchup is the OD Kunkka, no surprises there. Both pretty neck and neck in the CS game for the time being, but they'll continue to exchange blows from each side and chew through their needed tangos.
The who can deny each other more battle with Tidebringer and Imprisonment. It's going to be kind of interesting to watch. Kunkka already got the range creep deny, so we'll see if he can keep it up.
I'm not sure how much of support movement we'll see to the mid lane for either team right now. Everyone's just kind of content with their 2-1-2 for the time being. Chalice is going to get a couple extra shots here onto FATA a bit, but looks like LGD content with the way things are going in the bottom lane for now. Clockwork's finding some CS and some good denies too on top of it. Yeah, extra bumps.
They also blocked the hard camp there, so Chalice, or rather FATA, is not going to be able to get a creep that easily. They do have a Wild Wing up there on their own camp, but not the best creep, not the worst either.
Yep. I like when teams do that. It's so important. You never want to give Doom a free walk over to get a creep. Make him go all the way back to his own hard camp, and that ward pays for itself because of the 3 to 4 creeps you're going to get for free, plus the denies.
Yeah. He's still not even going to make that long walk to go for the creep for the time being right now. LGD also really working in this top lane too. Gyro up there with the OD as far as CS goes. Morphling's still able to kind of find his CS for the time being, but you know, everyone's just kind of keeping each other in check.
Well, this is Dota nowadays. Just feels like most laning phases, you just end up, it's just trade spells and harass.
Yeah, wait for someone to just kind of get a little too reckless, and then capitalize.
Yeah, it's just trading.
Yeah, use your mana. You have it for a reason.
Yep. 2 salves on Chalice. I like that too. You can always salve the Wisp.
Yep.
Salves himself here because the Wisp is no damage taken, but you have a bobble as well. And this is kind of the dream Wisp game where you're winning the lane, you're in bottom, and you can always just port top if necessary in the event Sand King tries to rotate, and you'll just counter his rotation immediately.
Yeah.
Ace is really doing a good job of juggling his HP there also with the regen coming in. And bottom lane, FATA in some trouble.
He's trying to man up on it. Oh, does manage to sidestep here with the assist from YapzOr.
they got him.
Oh, they turn back. FY though, pops all the heal he can,
done.
but eventually will get popped. FATA does pick up the first blood, gets knocked down into the water and back up once again. YapzOr keeps digging the right clicks, has another burrow strike, the Infernal Blade, but Chalice is pretty damn tanky here. That Stout Shield putting in the work, and look who's come back. It's going to be FY, and they're looking to turn it back again. They do! Walking in with the spirits, the cogs. The burrow's going to narrowly allow YapzOr to make it away, but whew. Heavy trades here on the bottom lane. Makes it 1-1.
I really like the warding from LGD. You could see FY consider going bot rune, but there's a ward they placed middle, so they see top rune, they know it's not there. And then the other one, of course, blocking the camp in their own woods. So I really like their warding, and it gives them rune control in this camp, and that's all they need for this laning phase. And
Just barely not there for Ame, getting the better end of Ace in the lane.
doing
courtesy
very
of
well
Nova.
up top.
Yeah, they're owning.
Surprising. I would not have expected them to win this lane this hard, especially considering this easy camp has been open the entire time. So they could have always been pulling on Secret to guarantee their success. Just deny a wave, let Morphling farm under tower with his massive base damage.
He's getting a good thing going for the Gyrocopter top lane. Now the big breadwinner in the CS department.
Look at LGD camping all the bounty runes. They know what's up.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to get
5
all 4.
minutes.
This is so much gold.
There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and here comes 4. But while that's happening, OD does go down in the mid lane.
All right, well, that's kind of worth. I still think that all those bounty runes, like you look at it, and now it's shooting towards a
worth.
2,000 net worth lead.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's a 1K free team net worth lead right
Yeah.
there.
It's 275 gold for the team per rune, and that kill on OD was worth 299 gold to the team of Secret. So just to really put in perspective how important these bounty runes are, and they need to be treated as an objective.
And now a hard move onto Ame. Secret look to tag on another kill here. This one at the top. Fatal Bonds is also still triggered, so even if they can't get him there, it's going to be so close, but FY steps in and says, hold on, my friend. I got you.
Nice. And he also saves the bottle charge, like so disciplined because they have a shrine, right? So he doesn't want to waste extra bottle when there's not going to be a rune spawning for quite some time.
They
just
get
make sure he
stacked.
And it
survives.
just got a stack too. It all works
go.
out.
Planned.
That is some ballet Dota right there almost. Just how smooth it went.
Man. And MidOne, I mean, he's winning this lane, but not that hard. And honestly, he could get wrapped around on here with the Witch Doctor coming in as well. They're going to be able to find the cast, the Maledict as well. Boat's coming in. The buff might be there a bit too late. They dodge away from it as well, and MidOne goes down. And they could maybe even take down YapzOr as well. Oh my God.
Throws a hammer right at him, but
This is really a dream OD game in truth. If he doesn't get doomed, there's nothing Secret can itemize for other than BKBs to deal with him, and you don't really want to buy them too early on any of their cores, right? Kunkka, Doom, Morph, like they want to get BKB to like finish games, not forced into buying its second or third item. Maybe he's off to a great start, and not to mention you actually match up quite well against Kunkka SK as well. If anyone ever gets initiated on, you can always save them with your Astral, and Kunkka is one of those heroes that requires like a wind-up of sorts to actually execute its combo, and if you just Astral in the middle of it, you can break the entire initiation chain.
well, is that just more pressure on FATA and his Doom to be a factor in this game to maybe isolate someone like the OD so he can't even do anything?
Yes, but that's it's just much easier said than done, especially considering that there's a Wisp in the game.
Yep.
So I think one of the big problems also is that LGD are going to be able to do so much more with their 6s online on 2 of their cores. The Gyro and the Clockwork, to me, feel like they are going to get so much done around the map. Whereas you look at like Morphling, it doesn't really give you all that much team fight wise. So, I mean, of course, LGD need to be able to capitalize on that and make moves around the map, but they have a window to do it, and it's going to be a big window.
I'm concerned, like they've actually lost all their lanes, and specifically top went far worse than I expected it to. I really thought the Ace Puppey lane would do better against Gyro, but they've been forced to buy a lot of regen as well, so I think they're losing the lane even more than the net worth would demonstrate.
Maybe the best thing going for him was the FATA lane bottom, but the Clockwork is still chugging away on great farm. It's 4th in CS total, so he's going to have that hook shot online already.
Oh, mid lane again,
right
they're
for the
setting
pipe,
up on him. I think this might be a dead mid one.
Yep, now look over there ready for him with the castle. Boat will just be coming to his tombstone, unfortunately, but here's FATA with his debut Doom of the game. Walks in, sidestep to avoid the hook shot, but there's FY, just the paramedic, trying his damnedest to heal up Somnus here. YapzOr hides within the sandstorm a bit.
Yep. Then you have the power of Witch Doctor with that 1 point in Voodoo.
Yeah.
Plus the Wisp, and right there, like, yeah, the Doom comes out, but as long as the supports are behind him, like, Doom has a stagnant amount of damage output. If you don't die to Doom and a couple Infernal Blades, like, you're not going to die.
Well, and it's 32 HP regen when you're tethered with the Wisp there as well. Come in with just that 1 point. And now they're going to take out the stack as well. LGD looking very good. Fatal Bonds as well. Maybe a chance to turn this, or Puppey is just going to die.
Yeah, just runs him down. Didn't even use the call down. Uses it now, but it's off the mark as Ace is on the other side, and he'll just morph right through and into the strength to avoid further trouble. But the support staff is still here. They're going to need more, and it's going to be YapzOr swinging on in. MidOne just below. Really want to get something for it. Look for the setup onto FY. Only stun him briefly. They call him back. Try to tether with the timing, but not right there. As he gets sucked back in, it's going to be maybe walk into action. Eats quite a bit of damage here. Sandstorm hides up to the high ground. Fatal Bonds connected. They'll pop the ball. Now Somnus tries to walk on out.
Yeah, if they had the gyro ulti still, they'd be fine, but he actually whiffed it completely.
They're trying to bait here. Chalice is coming in.
In from FATA, Infernal Blade. Jumping now from Chalice. Says, let's keep going. Swings right onto FATA. Now the swing in from Ace. Coming right back into battle. Omne wants to go forward with him, giving him the full rocket barrage. He helps secure the finish onto YapzOr. It's going to be LGD continuing to truck on forward. They spotted up Puppey on the side. Fire him down just a bit, hit him with the urn. They need a bit more right click if they want to go for the finish. A commanding move in from LGD. And now look at Chalice eating a blunt of damage, but it's FY continuing to give him the health. Now they're just
Ame is called down.
Horribly out of position. They're going to step all the way back in. Like you said, Ame has the call down once again. That's how long this has gone on for. Turns around to drop it. YapzOr moves right in for FY, goes into the sandstorm, and they'll just right-click him down. And Ame, can he find a spot to TP away? Does he want to go for it?
He's just going to die.
Flat-out juke? No, he finally gets spotted. He's accepted his fate. We'll try to rocket barrage. Can he get forgiving RNG? Trying to go for MidOne? They shove him forward. It's finally going to get finished.
What the hell was that?
Triple kill at the end of it for YapzOr. That was the most long-winded fight ever.
No comment.
Yeah. At the end of the day, LGD still coming out on top, but I think that they probably didn't need to go in like that. There were a couple of moments where it was like a bit too far, and losing the gyro at the end, and like Chalice wasn't at the fight at the very beginning, right? So he was right over here on this side of the map. TP's in as Doom comes out.
Top.
Never stop.
And they're gone. Forgiving at the last moment.
What in the hell?
Did he miss that stun? How did? Yeah, I swore he stunned the Wisp. Shouldn't that interrupt the relocate? I swore he just got Centaur stomped by Doom. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh wait, sorry, I'm just dumb. That was the relocate back. Duh. Never mind, guys.
The return countdown.
The return.
Thing is, like, the Secret's been playing as 5 in this top lane now for what feels like forever. They get a bunch of kills, but at the same time, look at LGD. They're just continuing to farm out 2 different lanes.
Where it all started is this ridiculous fat stack. Now moving in, Ame wants a piece of the pie, moves in, and now here comes the first chaotic offering drop with the Fatal Bonds with the boat. Also flying on in. They're going to get the finish on the Chalice. The sweep through as Ame's also going to come crashing down. This one's all
I don't
secret.
think that stack is worth it.
No, it's not. It's the jungle. It's, what is it, a 4?
Let it go.
It's a 3.5 stack in the jungle. Like, guys, relax. Calm down.
It's pride at this point. You don't understand. Have you not read White Fang? Ace is just getting blown up from the spirit balls here. It has to quickly shift into the strength.
Man, I mean, we're playing with the benefit of no fault.
Of course.
Maybe they just don't expect Secret to still be there. But it's helps them out a lot. I mean, a bunch of kills, they even up the game a bit. Thing is, it's this maybe OD that I'm still scared for. If I'm Secret, he's also looks like he's rushing an Orchid. Very interesting choice, but I don't mind it when you consider just again how difficult it is for Secret to itemize for these early BKBs. This guarantees that whatever target he goes on, all of whom have like certain escape mechanisms, notably like Sand King, Morph, Doom, they just die.
Yeah.
And Orchid's like by far the best
Very
DPS item for an OD.
Snowbally build.
Oh yeah.
Just I want to be an ass beater in this game because he knows if he does so and the Morph is just crushed, almost like the Lou in the last game, that just won't really have a candle to hold.
Really scary though against
I don't
like
think
Sand
he's
King?
gonna get it. I don't think he's gonna actually buy it, but it is like an incredible item for OD. You get attack speed, damage, and intelligence, which is like the 3 things you need.
But like I don't know. I'm with you. Like I don't think that he's gonna buy it.
You got game 1 in the bag, guys. Come on. You got a game to give.
He's getting stunned. Chalice got him. They missed the hook shot, but they still find the initiation. And with the Witch Doctor, he's just gone.
They'll take it. It delays the Blink Dagger.
I like the Witch Doctor build this game. 2-1-2-1. I think it's the right choice. That extra point in cask is super value because it doubles the number of bounces.
He's building it. He got the Oblivion Staff.
Really? All right. Well,
Let's do it, baby.
what a surprise! I'm wrong again.
He's got the haste. Runs on back and away. X. Not going to happen with the assistance coming in from the Astral, but as he does pop back out, FATA's there. Him and MidOne will assist in the finish of FY. And maybe he's like, sorry, man, I'm really going right for this Orchid.
Yeah, but this is what I like to see from LGD. Like, plant the OD mid. He's going to rotate top. Gyro bottom. Like, stop. Don't ever 5-man top lane. You're a Wisp draft. Just keep finding pickoffs. Avoid the big team fights because Secret have max Fatal Bonds Warlock. You can't contest that. 3-man Fatal is equivalent to near double damage on those 3 heroes. And there's nothing you can do, especially when you consider how much AoE is present on the draft of Secret as well. And here comes the smoke. They've got Golem as well.
Another 3 bounty runes coming in for LGD as well during that one. So even before this fight, they've just won an objective.
Yep. Really good point. I don't think any teams truly value them as they should be at the moment. When you just look at the gold numbers, it's pretty ridiculous. They sniffed the smoke out, though, feels like.
Yeah, there was pressure to the tier 1, as we saw, but something is not right in the air, and LGD do disperse. The 1 man left behind, though, is FY.
Hide! Oh, no, he knows.
Well, hello there. Little ball.
Doom on the Chalice.
Doom on the Chalice, who is hanging out nearby, trying to bail out the Wisp with the tether, and he'll only hand over his own life. Infernal Blade. Full death sentence is there. Secret will take quickly out 2. While that's happening, maybe pressuring that mid lane, but quickly sees all the TPs and looks to turn and run, trying to avoid getting X'd. Brought back.
I feel like I've seen this story before, though, where you've got both cores on LGD, Ame and Maybe, once again on top of the net worth charts.
Yeah.
It's good for Maelstrom, it looks like, on the Gyro.
Yeah, I like it because you don't want to, you will need to play around the Doom. So it's better to go a build that will, 1, help you accelerate, and 2, synergize with the Wisp timing as well.
Okay.
Level 15, you get the Ag, so you can be proccing that Maelstrom even when Doom. So you're essentially just an auto attack. And as long as you get flak off before the Doom, like you don't even care about it anymore as long as you're tethered. It's also arguably like the best scaling item in Dota at the moment. Just super value on any ranged hero. Proc Stone Mist is nice too.
So Orchid is up. Secret should know about this, and they still don't have a good answer for it. The Morphling trying to get towards his Lincoln Sphere, but it does feel like you might run into some trouble for maybe getting in on top of him, but maybe just with the hook shot, there's a way to make it happen.
The Orchid on top lane Morph right now. Hi.
They just walked up to him and
I have an Orchid.
Got him.
Got ya.
Okay.
And just like that, the Orchid pays for itself. Not to mention, like, first off, you get the key kill on the core, right? So let's say maybe dies later because he doesn't have a Force Staff. It doesn't matter. He's already done what he had to do with it. And as we said, like, that's the best item for OD to buy. 30 attack speed, 30 damage, 25 in. Like, that's everything the hero wants to increase damage output.
Feels very like pub stompy kind of a build-up if you're just doing so
Yeah,
freaking well, but they are doing that well.
And he's going to get a blink, right? And then all of a sudden, Secret can't split push on the map anymore.
No.
And it also is just super sick when you're ahead like this to have an early blink because Astral into blink away is uncounterable by Secret in this game, as long as you're spamming that quick cast. I'm sure maybe
MidOne might be dead.
Looks like a hard commitment here for the little Wisp. They'll get him down.
Yeah.
Chalice turns the corner, but they'll accept the fate of that one.
Yeah. It's just every time you look at the 3 brawlers from LGD, the 2 supports and Chalice, and then you look, so one of them dies, you're like, oh, well, where are the cores? Oh, they're both farming on the side.
Yeah.
As always.
When he gets that blink and he has that blink orchid, he'll probably go on a bit of a tirade, and that will just leave more space for Ame to do his own thing. Now Ame is getting approached right now from MidOne. He turns around to give him the full combo.
Mid.
The rocket will connect.
Ace in trouble as well. Ooh, he almost ran up the hill to the waiting arms of maybe, but wisely chooses to run down the lane and then go opposite woods.
Looks like he will be saved on this day by fate.
That's so scary as a Morphlane right now.
Sure is. He's got to go right for that Lincoln's as fast as possible if he even wants any sort of defensive say in the matter.
YapzOr just picked up his Blink Dagger, so it feels like this would be a good timing for Secret to try and go for a smoke a couple minutes before the bounty runes spawn again. Also, you like find a pick-off, secure those, maybe get a tower if you can.
Now, can you 5-man just come together into a lane if you're Secret? I mean, you got Rock and, like you mentioned, the Blink Sand King good to go. I mean, maybe you'll catch Ame at a timing when he's not quite ready, though. I do see him with that Maelstrom already complete.
You gotta just worry about the Wisp. You've got to protect your Warlock, because Secret's team fight is still superior, I feel, but the Wisp is the equalizer. And if they're forced into a long engagement, they're gonna be in trouble.
They try to go in for Nova, but the rest of the team shows up.
Wow.
A hard jump in from Chalice. There will be the turnaround rock. The Sanity is going to be committed as well. Will certainly help with the committed finish onto FATA. The return now of Somnus as he looks to swing things out. They'll quickly finish off the big golem. A buyback from FATA now. A Secret are thinking about pursuing, but no.
I don't know.
Teams totally split out.
That was so weird. Like they were all around here, and then like 2 sort of ran towards mid. The other 2 went down bottom, and then it felt like, all right, well now we're all going to run down there afterwards. It was like they were together, and then they split up, but 2 of them decided to initiate when the rest of the team wasn't there. It was very strange.
I love Chalice. Chalice TP's top to ensure his team gets the bounty runes. They're worth 100 gold for the team each, or sorry, 100 each
for the play
per teammate. So he just gains 1,000 gold. Like that's about a tier 1 tower for that teleport top, and it's 20 minutes into the game. Pick up your bounty runes, boys.
LGD just ahead of the meta right now. Intuitive, quick to pick up on those patch notes.
Like there's suddenly 6,000 gold ahead. Like how is this? It's like how is this even possible? It doesn't feel like they're winning the game, but the way that they move around the map and like essentially just guaranteeing they're always playing 3 lanes. The right players die. Yeah. And right there was a perfect example of just an excellent team fight where they not only get that opening kill, but it's on the key hero. And yeah,
I just see these. Okay, Dosai do, but it doesn't matter. But I'm not seeing Secret even able to kind of come together with their timing to be able to move forward. They haven't even taken a tier 1 tower yet or had that opportunity.
Secret needs to win a fight quickly in the duration of a big Doom, Sand King stun in, nice like X combo on top of it, something like that, like boom, bam, and then they can chase. But LGD has so many methods of stalling the fight. Casks, the reloads out, the sustain. You saw an X boat combo onto the OD. What did he do? Astral himself. And all of a sudden, Kunkka's entire kit is used, and now Secret no longer has that stronger team fight because their big boat is missed.
The other thing that's tough is that LGD are just inherently going to have the vision advantage because of clockwork. Like that, they need Secret need to be the one to get the jump, but they don't really have any of those heroes that are going to be able to scout it out for them first. And it's just fight around their vision, but their vision has been taken away. It's a really hard place right now for Secret to be in.
There's no opportunities to make approaches onto cores farming in the lanes. They're either farming away in jungles that are safely, scouted out with the assisted vision, or it's just maybe a support he'll get caught out with a core nearby to bail him out. So here we go. Secret are going to give it another swing. They got to get something going. They have cooldowns to spend. This is their time. This is their team fight. This is their window. Can they go? It's just little Nova, but there you go. One save, it's over. There goes your boat. There goes your cute little combo. They may still end up getting the grab, but look how much effort for just Secret to finally get Nova, who was just sacrificed from LGD.
Yeah, in the meantime, Ami's just like, all right, thanks, team. I'll push out mid. And, if he's there, maybe they turn that around. But I think it's for LGD. You just don't want to take huge team fights like that. But you can already, there is no answer to this Astral save, and it's going to be functioning all game. You need to take out this OD, but he's so far ahead, and he's going to go Lincoln's next. Like, he is going full, I'm ahead, crushing the game. Like, I'm going to just stomp, and I like that the Gyro's buying one as well. These are really cool builds, and whenever you're playing against Doom Morph, these double Lincolns are real nice.
This could work here, maybe. There's only, well, they don't have the Witch Doctor, but I'm not sure if Secret actually want to go. I think they can take this fight, possibly.
Yeah, they were definitely posturing up like they wanted to move forward in this bottom lane,
Come
but
on,
there were
guys.
just too many TPs from LGD, and suddenly Secret are not feeling so good about it.
You need to see like some of those X and then you fake the torrent, you know what I'm talking about right there? Bait out the Astral first.
I like this play from LGD though. This is super fast. They TP Ame to top. He's going to show Farm Woods, look to hit that tower, and they immediately smoke behind him as well after pushing out the bottom lane. So they're going to be getting this. They're on this tier 2 before Secret's on their tier 1, and they're in position to potentially take a good fight.
They do have some of their own offensive vision, but Secret has defensive vision too, so they will see Somnus hanging out in the jungle nearby. Secret are just going to have to settle for the simple tier 1 takedown, but like you said, it's LGD getting more on the map at this point in time.
Bounty runes in 40 seconds. Perhaps we'll see a little bit of an engagement around them. Ace with the Lincolns picked up, but this is not the kind of Morphling game you like. You want to see him at the top of the charts. When you're 3K behind both of your opposing cores, this is the sort of game LGD was looking for from jump, and I like this double Lincolns once again. I think it's one of the old school counters to Doom, and it's very important that both of your cores pick up a Lincolns. And in this game, when they already have so much sustain and damage output,
it's crazy.
If you can just avoid, you can combo break Secret somehow. Avoid the Doom, don't get X'd back, don't get Sand King stunned, turn it around. Like, that's how you're going to win fights and win the game.
I mean, even if they are hit with all that, you just look and, you see the pipe done on the clock. The Wisp has his mechanism now. There's just so much sustain in there to back up. Like, oh, you're doomed. Don't worry, dude. Just step over here for 5 seconds. We got you.
Ace has his Lincolns also, which is going to allow him to split push a little bit better. But even so, it's still not like it's going to be super easy.
Oof.
Like, they can still go for like an Astral and then Orchid him afterwards. And if you just, hit him a couple times with Arcane Orb, it's going to be a problem.
That ward on the Shrine just saved the OD. It might have been a bit of Spidey senses too, but he did see the Kunkka as he came over, and there's another ward in the mid lane, and xNova's just been on point with his vision pretty much every game in this series.
I said it earlier, as soon as he joined that team, they like completely turned around the way that they're playing. I really feel like he's been, him taking this sacrificial role and then allowing FY to just play a more greedy 4, it's been the perfect answer for them.
Yep. Some might say he's their X factor.
Hey!
Oh, moving in. Heidi-hee, heidi-ho. A nice hard commitment will get maybe down. It will be a 4 kill streak, too.
That's huge. It's great.
Something Secret finally get something going for him. It's just one little pick. Meanwhile, mid lane, possible follow-up from Secret. LGD are already here, potentially. They're going to let the tower go. Fortification. Chalice hiding within the trees. Blind Torrent. Spots out Ame. Active is going to be popping the Lincolns. You take mine, I'll take yours. There goes the rocket. Ace wants the tower. He goes right in for it. Cute little FY play there.
Oh,
gotcha.
the Secret are pissed.
wow.
Oh, God, the turnaround.
Get that man. I am salty. They pull him back, the Torrent. He tries to sidestep it. They get hit with a coconut. The turnaround. There goes the Maldic. They hide in the high ground, and Ame wants to swing. You want to go for my Wisp? Brings him down. MidOne going to get dropped. FATA in potential trouble under that Maldic. Continues to eat the damage. The rocket chases. He's also gone. They're waiting for Ace. Ace, after the Astral, quickly tries to waveform out, but look who's waiting for him. It's going to be Chalice with the battery assault to lock him in his spot. Nova pops his Lincolns. That means the rocket can connect and they can finish him off. They send him to the Shadow Realm.
He's going to live through that. Okay, no, he doesn't. Really well played by Maybe. Identifying Morphling, the key target. Orchids to cancel the Lincolns, then Astrals to cancel the TP. Secures that. You saw Chalice, great initiation. Forces the Golem on himself, and you notice that he was like full health. That's because he's running around with a pipe. And even though there's a Warlock and a Morph hitting him, they realize we actually don't touch this hero, and that's going to set them up for Roche. And look at Ame's net worth advantage over the rest of Secret's lineup. And This is what you're afraid of if you're playing against this Swiss Gyro.
The other thing too about this is he's going to be going back for the Crimson Guard, so even that, like, you know, morph, take over the gyrocopter and then like send a ton of flak shots, it's not going to work because you're going to have the Crimson Guard there that's taking up a ton of that damage anyways, and on the side of Secret, they don't really have that hero right now. They need to go for BKBs.
Chalice just wants to make himself a target. As many more spells you use on him, the better. Clockwork's job, a good clock should die in a few team fights. Otherwise, there was damage left on the field you could have absorbed.
Yep. Well, LGD gotta be feeling very good now, pushing upwards to a 7,500 gold advantage, the biggest one of the game so far. They already have the one-game win, one more, and they'll be facing Newbee in the next round. Secret holding on to their tournament life here. Still have yet to see them really unload everything their team potential has to offer, but LGD just not giving them those opportunities.
I do have to wonder how much of this is like, you know, Secret not being fully prepped with the bounty rune changes, because like you talk about that pipe that's up there on Chalice, like him having that item in those fights is Doom down bottom. Looks like he is just going to pop to this probably. One more hit, yeah, he's dead. Like if they don't get all of those bounty runes, also of course the laning matchups and how that works out, suddenly he might not have that, and that fight could look different. I don't know if you feel that that's sort of the case at all, or if there's other problems as well.
I mean, I think the bounty runes are a symptom, not necessarily the cause of Secret's issue in this game, where they just don't have map control. They lost all of their lanes, and LGD has been playing better Dota in that their cores are almost always staying on map, and whatever kills Secret finds on these supports or the offlaner, like it just doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the equilibrium of the game, and inevitably OD Gyro, until Secret's heroes come up with BKBs, like you can't really deal with them, especially now that they're both going to have a Lincolns.
Oh, quick blink out just in time from YapzOr. He is trying to avoid potential trouble.
And
Rocket will spot him, but they're not going to pursue.
Doom and Sand King buying Force Staff, and Warlock buying Force Staff. That's all for the clock. Like, Chalice has had such a high impact in this game by just existing in it.
And that's like 6-7K of net worth that Secret had to invest just for him alone.
Yep. You don't want to do that on Doom either. Like, that could be just, you know, he's now going for BKB, but imagine if he just has a blink and a BKB. Makes this game a lot easier to play, but you know, 9K down now. Every minute that goes by, LGD gets further and further ahead, and that's just due to the whole. You have a gyro and a wisp and an OD. Like, they're just so fast right now. BKB gyros. If he gets that off, he doesn't even care about getting doomed anymore.
We talked about the Ags. It's there for FY and ready to make it happen with increasing Ame's farm. Also, I think he saw it on the Clockwork earlier, so if they want to, they can start off a hook shot with an Ags hook shot for Chalice. Also, Witch Doctor, another nifty one, but it's odd. True. They probably wouldn't be using it that often on him.
I'd like to see them fountain dive with it.
Okay. I'd like to see them dive with it, yes. Throw everything away. The utter BM mode. Moving from MidOne, trying to use the bungee factor of his X. Narrowly avoids the hook shot in from Chalice. They will safely scoot themselves out, just trying to inch the pressure forward every bit they can. You'd hate to see Secret fall back into a position where they're hoping for big monster shots from Riptides of Kunkka. How's our boy Ace looking here? Picking up that Lincoln Sphere, he's trying to move forward for the Manta.
Is YapzOr dead?
Yes, yes he is.
Very
he just
dead.
Okay. That was an odd one.
Just throwing themselves out there to kind of keep those side lanes pushed forward, I suppose. Don't want to be already crammed into just a tight space of farm, and their team has to share it. But LGD, like Kyle was saying, happy to just play with the clock.
It's a rough game for Secret. Like I said, it's all BKBs. If you don't have them, I'm not quite sure how you take a fight unless LGD give you like that 3-4 man Fatal Bonds rock combo. You hit a bunch of stuns in unison, get a Doom out on the OD through his Lincolns, but he has an Aegis.
Look at FY, man. This guy, he's got Greaves already. He has got himself the Urn. 17, he's going to start punching people as well. He took the 60 damage talent, and he's going to get towards that attack tethered allies target.
he's just giving his teammates extra lives with his support potential here. All right, commitment in from Secret. Looking to do something right now. Try to set things up on the Chalice. There's going to be the commitment in from the rock drop, but very minimal damage on that point with the Astral being committed. Fatal Bonds right into the mix, but there goes those Greaves. They're trying to put the hard focus onto FY. They won't be able to bring him down, but look at Ame just unloading in the damage. That together with the xNova ulti and Secret are going to take some hard losses there.
That's the BKB timing from Kunkka. Decent initiation as well, but you can see they're targeting Chalice.
Yeah.
He's got Pipe Crimson. He does not care.
Like, that is my job. Please hit me.
Great
Please.
Astral on the OD as well to save himself from the boat, and just immediately Orchids the Doom on initiation, and that's what one thing FATA's missing. No BKB. He catches an Orchid. All of a sudden, he's such a juicy target. There's nothing you can buy to save yourself from an OD. You need this initiation item just to make sure you can get on top of him, but like even if you were to have a Crimson Guard and a Pipe, like that doesn't do anything against the pure damage auto attacks.
Smoke down, YapzOr gonna dodge away from xNova so he doesn't break it. They want to try and take down maybe if they can, and he does still have that Lincoln's. It looks like with FATA there, even they're not gonna be able to get in range quick enough.
Just more like now they use the smoke move speed to get to that bottom lane faster, just to stop these pushes yet again. Don't want to be already just kind of in that choke mode.
I said to win, Secret needed to keep Gyro less than 5k ahead of the map. He's currently 7. Wisp is that level that makes him even scarier now, and it just feels like once again they're in the clutches of an anaconda as LGD just slowly strangle the life from Secret, control the map, probably wait for the next Aegis, get level 20 on Wisp. You're going to have a Scotty on Gyro pretty soon. He's just going to have so much max HP.
If there's one thing to be said for Secret's lineup is that they can hold high ground for a very long time, I feel like. Like, Kunkka is one of those heroes that's incredibly annoying to push against. And LGD, their power hitter right now is Gyro, and with the Wisp behind him, it's going to be really hard for them to initiate onto him, but getting creep waves at the very least there is going to take some time.
Yeah, Secret do have wombo combo factor, and especially when it's in a choke point, like a push into the high ground. So I don't know if LGD are just going to play this game long enough that they're just so super jacked that they could just shrug off the wombo combo. I mean, they already do have the durability on Clockwork and such, that they may be able to shrug off part of it, but yeah, Secret can definitely do a bit of work if they want to just commit everything they got into a high ground defense. But it looks like they're about to commit everything they got into a mid lane hustle as they do get the grab onto FY, but a very pissed off Ame, doomed up, shrugs on forward. The huge flat cannon nearly finishes off FATA as he ducks inside the pit with the rocket. The rest of the team is forced to turn and run, but that was just one Ame turning around to blast them apart. And vengeance for FY. Chalice not able to get the catch. Oh, dang, you hate to see it happen. But that is the
you know, that wasn't terrible. You ended up being with the buyback there about 1,300 gold swing.
No Doom, though, is the problem.
Yeah.
Warlock in a lot of trouble now. Holy crap, Puppey's just going to die of that rocket.
Real hard. They're just rushing on in, sweeping over Secret. Now they'll backpedal a bit. Wait for the sustain here. Everyone getting a piece of the heal here from xNova. Now a hard move in. Here comes the Epi. Here comes the chaotic offering. Is this going to be enough from Secret? This should be their best moment. Ame, though, dishes out the call down. FY still there, giving them all the juice. And look at that. Whoa, hard crit, hard shot from MidOne. Still not enough to go for the finish. Somnus to bail him out with the Astral, even when he's X'd up. They all still managed to live.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, that hurt. That one hurt.
The voodoo heal.
You cannot
the
kill
FY
anyone.
job. It's just too much.
That Lincoln's had just come off cooldown, I think, on Somnus as well when he went for the Burrow Strike.
That's got to be game. I mean, Secret just gave him everything they had.
Pretty
They
much.
gave him everything.
There's too much sustain. Secret runs out of damage. As long as the fight's extended at a certain point, what do you do now if you're Secret? There's no Epi, there's no Doom.
Nope.
Boat just came back up, but you don't have
took
BKB.
Gyro. Go in there and do something with it.
Fatal Bonds is a little bit scary, maybe. Kunkka can get there, but he can't. So they just back out.
And once again, they targeted Chalice. Now look at his HP pool. He hasn't even been tethered. Woo!
Yeah, the healing was just it was just too much.
It's just you're so cooldown dependent on Secret that the moment you blow a couple of them, you suddenly have no ability to take fights. And the Lincolns from LGD not only give them a ton of sustain, but they're up very quickly. It's 17-second cooldown, so you're just staying in the fight. Sorry, 13 seconds. Wow. Legacy is good.
13-minute cooldown.
Yeah,
No,
it's really good.
Why did I think it was 17? Jeez, they changed this item since the last time. I mean, I personally like never buy Lincolns.
Yeah, you never
but
buy
I
Lincolns.
might have to start reconsidering.
Now a Roche to just add a cherry on top to the situation here for LGD. Posting themselves towards what is potentially looking like a 2-0 here. Secret, if they have any say in the matter, are not going to allow this to happen, but we have already seen their high ground potential fully tested. LGD going to come even more jacked than they were in the previous push. Let's have to see what Secret can do about it. They're just splitting the lanes as best they can. Ace hoping to have a BKB maybe for the next swing.
So I think that's part of it too. Like, you talk about those Lincolns. The other thing that they do is in these long extended team fights, which you know you're going to get with IO, the enemy team anticipates something's going to happen, as it looks like Puppey is going to get ran down here and most likely die. But you anticipate that you're going to be able to find a kill, and with the follow-up there from YapzOr or something, they have 4 staffs to break them, and then afterwards it gets them out of position. And that ends up leading to like that one misplay that you need, and then suddenly that hero's dead.
It's because it's a second consecutive game. It's going to be like a little over 40 minutes, it feels, before LGD close it out. But once again, just super methodical, right? Like they get that second Roche. After they take a Rex, they kind of just not sit on their heels, but just continue to press their advantage. Take 78% of the map.
They want to go for Chalice. Let's see how much he can take up this time. How much are they going to have to dish out? Look who suddenly shows up with the Greaves and company. Oh my goodness, the full paramedic team shows up to bail him out, and Secret just drop.
FY just got level 20 when that came in, so he got his with the damage talent. He just blew them all up so quickly.
Oh my, that's game. That's got to be it for Secret. Here we go, LGD just confident as ever, moving right on past any towers. Immediate astral setup for MidOne here. He's going to be forced to BKB as he steps on out. Can they do anything about it? Maybe moving right on in, begins to swing things out onto FATA. Can't quite finish him. He'll be able to force himself back inside that fountain. They do get the pull back here for Chalice. Chalice gonna get hit from the torrent, but oh, pulled back again. Can't quite hook shot out. Can they finally bring the clockwork down? Yes, but it's gonna cost him quite a bit, because here comes the rest of LGD and the full club. Just sweep through, and that does it. Secret's tournament life now over as they get knocked out from that lower bracket round 3 by LGD.
Yep.
Convincing fashion, I gotta say, too. They look so damn sharp.
FY.